welcome to class. If you have ever woken up stiff and sluggish and slow, then this class is for you. It is a quick little head to toe wake up, and it's all yin shapes. So you would potentially need two props. I have a block and a strap. If you don't have those things, you can certainly modify, and I will show you how to use them. So we are going to start on our backs. So come on down. You don't even need to wear yoga pants for this class, you guys. You can do all this in your pajamas. So to begin with, bring your feet to the mat and just pull your right knee in and point and flex and circle through your foot. And then we're just going to take a couple little circles with the ankle or with your hip. It's so early, I don't even know hip and ankle. All right, go ahead and lasso. Now I made a loop with my strap. You don't have to do that. I just did it because it makes it a little bit easier. So grab the foot in the strap here and straighten out the leg to where you start to feel a little bit of a stretch. You might start to pull the foot back. Now, potentially you don't even need the strap for this. You can grab onto your big toe, but because it's early, every little bit helps. And we're going to be here for about a minute. Maybe getting a little bit more length every time you breathe. Perhaps even stretching that bottom leg long. And just breathe here. No expectations. We're about halfway done. One more breath here. Pull that leg just a little bit more into the stretch, whatever that means for you. And then breathe out, starting to let go of any expectations you have. Let go of your sleep. So now you can let that strap go to the side. We're going to pull that knee in over towards your shoulder. So you can stay here. This is certainly enough. I'm going to bend my left leg to have a little bit more room. And then if you like, you can even take this into a half happy baby here. And you can wiggle and squiggle in the shape if that feels good. I like to rock a little side to side. So the shoulder is on the inside of that knee, and you're grabbing on across the top of your foot. So grabbing onto the pinky toe side. See if you can let go. Explore the shape and how it shows up for you today. So maybe that means releasing your breath if you're holding it. Let's take 2 more breaths. Now go ahead and come back through center. Cross that right knee over the left and just pull both legs in. Give yourself a nice little hug here. If you can, grab onto those ankles. If not, don't worry about it. All right, let's start to loosen up that other side. Right foot comes to the mat. First we pull that left knee in. Give yourself a nice little hug here. Point and flex and circle your ankle. Start to wake up. So for me, the most difficult part of waking up are those first few steps in the morning. I feel stiff, tight. Nice. Go ahead and grab your strap, lasso your foot, and start to find that stretch. So there likely will be differences from one side to the next, and that's okay. And also, we're not trying to break any records here. We're just creating a little bit of opening. So this is a great way to notice what's going on with you today. Do you need an extra few minutes to get moving? I'm going to slide my right leg long for the last few breaths here. See if you can find a softness in your belly. Now we're going to bend the knee, place that strap out of the way, start to pull that left knee into your armpit. I bent my right knee to give myself a little bit more space. I'm going to find my way into that half happy baby. It's okay to be really tight on one side, have a little bit more space on the other. So in a happy baby, you're trying to stamp your foot on the ceiling. So that foot, I mean, obviously not going to, but your foot is flexed. Maybe finding those rock and rolls a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and cross that left leg over the right, pull both legs in, grab onto the ankles if you can, or the sides of the feet. Nice. And then just go ahead and release. And then we're going to rock over towards one side or the other as we make our way up. Come on back onto your mat. I'm coming to a tabletop just to start, and push your hips back. Take a little bitty child's pose here. Come on forward. Maybe lower the hips. Feeling around. All right, we're going to take that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Just step that foot down. This is a great place for a block here. If you need a little bit more space, if you're really tight through the hip today. So we're stepping to the outside of the mat. The foot is turned out to about, what is that? 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. You can stay up high on this block, or you can start to come down onto your left elbow and peel that right leg away from you. Maybe taking it a little bit deeper. One more breath. If you're shaking, I'm with you. All right, let's go ahead and put that foot back on the mat. I'm going to bring both my hands down to the floor and then just stack your knees underneath your hips here. So this is another great place for that block if you need a little bit of extra space. You can put your forearms or your elbows right on this block here and then just start to drop your heart towards the mat. You can use 2 blocks if you need the space. Or if you want to see what that looks like without the block, you can come down onto the floor. You're aiming your heart for the mat. Pushing into your hands. Come on back up. Hands right underneath your shoulders. And then we're going to step through with that left foot all the way to the outside. And then taking whatever your version of that lizard pose was on the other side. Maybe hanging out really high here. Maybe coming down onto that elbow. Maybe walking onto that left hand, twisting out. See if you can find a little bit of softness in the hips here. Even if you're tight, which I certainly am, sinking a little bit down. We have just about 3 more breaths here. So what feels good to you here? Place that foot back on the floor. Bring your hands underneath you to walk out of this pose. Slide that left knee back behind you. And then from here, we're going to take a little twist. So I'm going to bring my left hand a little bit forward of my shoulder and then slide my right arm underneath. And come onto the right shoulder. You can walk your left arm out. Walk your left hand back, and then the right hand comes to the mat a little bit forward and slide the left hand underneath. And let's go ahead and bring those hands underneath you. Find your way back to the tabletop. We'll take just a few rounds of anything that feels good here. So maybe it's a little side to side, a little cat and cow, maybe some combination or variation thereof. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty energized right now. Didn't take a lot. And then find your way to your seat. We'll finish up with a little bit of a shoulder opener. So go ahead and grab your strap. You might make it, fold it in half, make it half a strap, or you might need a little bit more space. You'll figure it out pretty quick after we get started here. Hold on to the ends of that strap, bring it down in front of your legs, and then on the inhale, I want you to bring your arms up and overhead. So this might be it for you. You might, like I said, need a little bit more space. And if so, if you have it in you, you can start to bring your hands down by the mat. Inhale back up through center, and then exhale back. Inhale to lift, and exhale up and over. Move just a few more times. And then this is our last one. Bring your strap to the mat, bring your hands to your lap. Close your eyes, tuck your chin. Take several moments to notice how you feel now. Notice if you're feeling a little bit more loose, a little bit more limber. Perhaps you're up and at 'em, kicked in, and you're ready to go about your day. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center, maybe bowing your head if you like. Thank you for joining me on the mat this morning. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Namaste.